Okay, hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time visiting my channel, my name is Felix. I'm a YouTube content creator from Indonesia. You guys will know, obviously you already know, I'm anticipating, I can't wait to watch Ultra Vegito, especially when the title is Kills Madara, second of the 5 strongest man. I already said in my last reaction video that Madara will be pummeled to a pulp. Especially before I start, I just want to say thank you guys for wow man, over 1k in my primary channel, and you really helped me out in the second channel, almost like 300 views if I'm not mistaken. Let me check. ARJ, call me ARJ, where's call me ARJ? It's like almost 300 if I'm not mistaken. Wow, it's now 447 guys. Wow, thank you so much. You are supporting me so much in this new channel. Please help to support. Please help to help me out to support in my main channel. And I'm planning to start a Dragon Ball series reaction to rewatch, especially on the Dragon Ball one, because I haven't watched that much. For Z and for Super, yeah, I've watched it, but it will be interesting to look at things after I watch Ultra Vegito. And if you guys love that, please comment down below or something so that I know you guys wanted it as well. But without further ado, let's just go straight out to Ultra Vegito kills Madara, second of the 5 strongest. Call me ARJ. Let's go, let's check, let's react. Okay, let's go. 3, 2, 1, go.
The next video after this part has already been made and is live now on my Patreon for you to see straight after you've watched this. Fully voice acted. Sound incredible now.
Wow.
Fans are going.
You are just crazy. Okay, let's just go. Wait.
By Dragon City, a free-to-play mobile game available on...
Man, big games, even Dragon City, I know. Big games are now supporting Call Me ARJ, man. It is just... wow. It's just partnership with Call Me ARJ. ARJ is just the man.
Celebrating the iconic shows...
It's just wow. It's just absolutely amazing.
Or scan the QR
I
code.
never regret I watched this series.
And the epic zombie terror dragon. Enjoy.
So we're back with Ultra Vegito, man.
We offer you
just love them so
seriously
much.
smart screening.
Okay.
So our story continues with Vegito in his new form,
with the horn
with his
and with the
mysterious black horns blaring out of his forehead and the V mark on his chest glowing a violent purple as black signature lightning coats his entire figure. While in front of him, a giant titan, created of course by Madara, the second of the 5 strongest, stands still, intimidatingly. Within the giant apparition though, Madara remains as cocky looking as ever, not bothered in the slightest, it seems, by Vegito's new appearance, as he grabs onto his mask eccentrically and lets out... Well, would you look at that? You changed yet again. And this time, not just your hair color changed. How curious. Though, I have to say you look far less intimidating than
yeah, because I know for sure Madara will say things like this, because less intimidating, because this Vegito is now smaller. Previously he's big, he's like a monster and everything.
Even with those embarrassingly small holes on your head. I don't believe that is supposed to be part of a Saiyan's anatomy. If I know my primates well. More like, in fact, what you see on a demon. Just all the more reason why you should no longer exist anymore, Vegito. And finally, in typical fashion, Vegito begins laughing in response, before saying back, So, just because I grew some horns, I'm a demon that doesn't deserve to exist, huh? But you gods just are freely able to go around annihilating entire planets as and when you choose, looking down on anything that is weaker than you. Yet, you are the ones that should remain? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, Vegeta is quite right in this case. Like, man, like when the gods is like everything. Oh, I must remain regardless of what my action did to you guys. But for Vegito, if you just grow some horns, that's the main reason you need to be erased. You must not remain.
You have to just love the truly stupid logic you elderly gods stick to.
Okay.
Silence, you damn child! But suddenly, from what was—
Yeah, right, he is, man. All the gods is like triggered whenever Vegito says this. But that is the logic, man. You just don't want to accept it. You want to do slavery. You want to do all those things to the people, lower class, between lower class than you, like all the mortals and everything. But when it's vice versa, you can't accept
calm and concerted demeanor, pure fury and anger can be heard in the voice as he yells, pointing down at Vegito. I've had enough of your insolence, you puny scum, and enough of your damn sob story. Boo-hoo! A few weak gods from this realm killed your friends and family, and now you have a vendetta against us all? Give me a break. We gods are what hold these universes together. And even the realms above, too. You wouldn't even exist without beings like us. This whole place would be overrun with the demon realm. You're lucky you absorbed that weak one. Because if it was one of the true emperors that were released, the Grand Priest or Zeno themselves would no longer be able to watch you like some circus act. For soon Madara's mannerism turns back to sinister as he continues. In fact, this all only began because you killed a god. Because you killed Beerus.
You killed Beerus? Beerus is the one who forced Vegito to a fight, not because Vegito wanna kill Beerus.
Because of that one action, all of those innocent little earthlings had to die. Your sons, your wives, your friends, all gone forever. It seems in actuality, it was all because of you.
It's all because of Beerus. Beerus is the one who
Not anybody else. It was because of you, Vegito. But in response, a cold and hardened stare manifests on Vegito's face as he no longer can listen to any more. Simply spits out, "Watch your tongue."
Reinvent your hiring with Test Gorilla. We offer you seriously smart screening.
But this blunt response only serves to make Madara laugh once more as he grabs his mask again and continues, "Watch my tongue? Or what, mortal? Have you forgotten already exactly who I am? You seem to have completely lost your marbles after what
you don't know how strong is Vegito now. You will be killed, Madara.
What's wrong? Did I say something that stung? Earthling killer. But
Vegito just crushed him to bits. I can't watch this anymore. You prove that your power is stronger
Madara
than
says
Madara.
That final line.
With just that demon, you are scared like a scaredy mouse, Madara. How? Imagine if Vegito is the one who absorbed that demon, plus add with a Black, plus add with a Goku and Vegeta, plus add with the gods, plus add with gods and everything. What will happen to you?
With complete silence, Vegito just then raises his black lightning covered palm into the sky before then closing his palm as if now sealing someone's fate. But curiously, nothing seems to happen. What was that supposed to be? You truly are a joke. If I'm such a joke, then start laughing.
Oh! Bye
From the heavens themselves, or maybe even the demon realm, a massive strike of black thunder shoots down and hits directly on the giant titan containing Madara, shocking the apparition instantly as its entire insides and skeletal structure become visible for an instant. Instantly leading to the giant being crashing down onto one knee and onto its right
bye
face.
Madara. Only with this death.
Immediately tilting Madara, who experiences the massive G-force of the fall too, as he then lets out angrily, what the hell? Did this mortal just command down lightning from this god-forsaken planet? Who the hell does he think he is? Some kind of thunder god?
Thunder.
Where did he go?
He is gone.
But suddenly mid-sentence, as Madara turns at the Titan to see where Vegito is, he quickly notices the God Killer is nowhere to be seen anymore. Angering the impatient second as he yells out, "Damn it! That vile scrounger managed to distract me with that little magic trick. Now where the devil has he gone?
He's gone.
The devil's right here, Madara." But suddenly, the voice of the God Killer is heard once more. Leading to Madara quickly turning around. Only for the smiling Vegito to now appear behind him. And within the giant Titan too, as Vegito nonchalantly lets out, "So this is what it's like inside this giant samurai."
Oh, he's inside.
Thought it looked weird at first, but it's
He's
kind
inside.
of
Wow.
cozy. What are you doing in here?
He's inside Madara. Bye-bye,
Madara to react in fear. Now looking head-on at the newly transformed Vegito as he folds his arms without a care in the world, making Madara continue, "If you don't get out of my sight, right?
Now, bye-bye, right now, bye-bye. Shut up.
Before suddenly, with the fastest and most brutal of kicks, Vegito
bye-bye.
slams his foot 300 Spartan style right into the chest of Madara. So hard, it almost seems like his foot penetrated right through into the deity's body. Sending Madara shooting out straight from the great samurai and right down to the ground as if falling from a skyscraper. And once we zoom in, the legendary second is seen as helpless as any of the mortals he used to look down on. As the force of Vegito's kick continues sending him down, acting like its own force of gravity. Until, with a violent crash, Madara smashes straight into a group of sharp rocks and boulders on the ground below, and unable to do a thing about it. Meanwhile though, now all alone, now within the Titan Madara created, in the middle of the center crystal, Vegito remains. And looking around at his surroundings, he soon comments with a curious smirk.
So Vegito can control the Titan then? Wow, it would be a great arsenal if he really can control that Titan.
Interesting. This seems to be a little different to the giant I can create via Ultra Instinct. Let's see how this thing works, huh? But back on the ground, where Madara remains buried in a smoking pile of rubble on the floor, a slight rumble can be heard until...
there will be
with a crash, something bursts forth. Something or someone I'm sure we all know. As the hand of the second is then seen bursting out with a murmur until... Finally, the second of the 5 strongest emerges in full. Damaged, but still able to move and full of anger.
He is now.
You! And with his hair in disarray and his mask now cracked for the first time in millennia, he would continue. How dare you use my tools as your own? How dare you use the possessions of the deities, you damn mortal? A weakling like you has no place touching these things. And nor will you possess even an inkling of the power and grace needed to use them either.
Are you sure?
Stop fooling.
Are you sure? Guts' sword is commanding with Vegito. How can your title not be the same, Madara?
Oh, really? But in response, Ultra Vegito, of course, just breaks out in laughter. His grin wide as he suddenly raises his arm out again, as if to strike Madara with thunder again, before saying, so I can't handle this level of power,
you say.
Not enough grace. I guess that's because of these horns too, right? Well, let's just put that to the test then, shall we?
Okay.
As instantly, on command of Vegito, with even more speed and precision than before.
Wow. Bye bye Madara, your power is not Vegito's. Oh my god, the more he battles this 5 strongest, the more weapon he gets. First he only get a sword, now he gets a giant apparition of a titan, and now a giant sword. If the 3rd, 4th, 5th he battle, how many more power will he get? Not including when he absorbed the gods himself.
Straight for Madara. What? No!
No.
Leaving the second momentarily stunned in place as he just observes his own most powerful weapon turn on him inexplicably due to the actions of a mortal.
Bye bye Madara. That titan is not controlled by
force.
Vegito.
The giant then slams instantly the energy-powered blade straight down onto the second without mercy. All the while, Ultra Vegito watches from within. And amazingly, the force and power of such a divine tool, when we zoom out into space, slices the entire planet in half in the aftermath also.
Oh my god, how can this Earth stand?
To instantly then separate and be lost to the void of space as it slowly moves away. Oops! And in such monstrous destruction done, a cheeky smile comes across Vegito's face as he covers his mouth to stop himself from laughing and then says, looks like I went a little too far.
Too far.
Who knew I had such grace? Hey Madara! No worries though. I don't seem to detect any other life forms on this desolate planet anyway. I guess that old codger Arak wanted to fight me all alone. Respect.
Oh, that ARJ.
For a god, I guess. But what about this one? Is he dead already or what? Not a chance, God Killer! But of course, from behind Vegito, the very same voice of the god he was talking about shouts out from behind. And practically unbothered though, Vegito would then just turn around slowly, with a smile inquiring, oh, there you are, Mr. Second. Thought I lost you there for a moment. How are you doing? You look a little different.
He's just enjoying himself because compared to him now, Madara is just like a
Reinvent your hiring.
It's just so easy to face against
Madara. We offer
Madara.
you seriously smart screening.
Get out!
Oh, Madara, we finally see
as shockingly,
his face.
Madara does indeed appear behind Vegito, but not as we remember him. As now his entire fit appears totally damaged in all aspects, with his left leg and right arm now exposed, and crucially, now his mask broken and revealing one of his dangerous eyes. As with a cold look, he would let out, you will pay a far dearer price than whatever the priest had in mind now, boy.
Oh.
Do as you like with these lower gods, but make a fool of one of the five.
One of the five.
You will pay.
Oh, from one of the lower gods, but make a fool of one of the five. Huh. one of the 5. Vegeta is make a fool of one of the 5 already, Guts, and you're the second of the 5.
Leading to Madara rushing in now point blank at a stood still Vegito with his right leg fully pulled back.
Okay.
Off with your head! Managing to land straight on what appears as the God Killer's face for devastating impact.
Okay.
That is of course until the true impact is seen, with the giggling Vegito's neck bent to the side, but an unbothered look showing us just how little the attack did as he quips,
"It's no
off with my head? You're lucky to itch my ear with something like that. Have you gotten weaker or something?
Something.
I don't remember you being so pathetic."
So pathetic.
What?
Bye bye, Madara.
In a flash, triggering Madara, who remains pushing his leg harder and harder.
The teacher of Guts is now becoming this weak.
Even an inch. While the still smiling Vegito would just look him dead in the eyes and let out, "Wait, that's not all you've got, is it? Come on, do something actually entertaining." What a disappointment you are.
You are, Madara.
Guts will be rolling in his grave.
Oh.
Before instantly grabbing onto Madara's prone leg, before sweeping his grip back in a stance, ready to throw him like a shot put, as he says crassly, "Perhaps it's time you join him there." Yeah. Suddenly then throwing the legendary second of the 5 with vicious force straight down once again, as the helpless Madara can barely do a thing. Shooting down directly to the ground like a laser beam within nanoseconds, shaking the very core of what's left of the planet.
He's just become so weak, it's just like Guts.
Once again, though there is an eerie silence under the rubble at first, it's not long before...
Reinvent your hiring.
Okay, I think
with
Madara is really mad.
We offer you seriously smart screening test.
Madara is just really mad. Okay, this is his true face.
Madara, in an intoxicated rage, would burst out even more damage than
we
ever
finally
before.
get to see his face.
And now,
wow,
with his entire face unmasked for the first time. His true emotional anger now being finally visible. As once his face calms back down, as he stands surrounded in electricity, through gritted teeth, he lets out, "You. This joke has gone on long enough. I don't remember the last time I ever even felt the cold air on my skin. But your death will be colder, God Killer.
How can you?
What's going on here cannot be allowed. A mere mortal contending with me. This has to be some form of trick. The same you used to defeat Guts, no doubt. If only I still had my sword, this battle would already be over." And for a moment, with this statement uttered, there's a period of silence as Madara stands before the menacingly tall Titan. But from within, Vegito, now showing his same side, grows curious over Madara's claims, as he inquires, "Even after seeing the clear difference in our powers, you still underestimate me so much that you think it's just because you're missing your
just because
sword?
you're missing your sword.
Do you really believe the utter garbage you're spouting out, or are you trying to make me angry?" But Madara, now smiling cunningly back at Vegito, would then respond, "Oh, most definitely, my young friend. There isn't a shade of doubt in my mind. You'd be finished if I had my legendary blade back. I have mastered the art of swordsmanship over millions of years. There isn't a warrior alive who could best me when a katana is in my possession. You forget, those same sword skills you were so impressed by from Guts were all just the meager teachings I gave him while he studied under me. This isn't even a question. After all, You do remember what happened the last time you attacked me with my blade in hand, don't you, God Killer? As behind Madara, a flashback is then seen, in the moment the second instantly beheaded Vegito. The first time they ever clashed. And in final response, the God Killer would then curiously begin biting onto the glove of his left hand, slowly pulling on it until finally completely removing it and revealing his bare arm. Until suddenly, with his glove still in mouth, muffling his tones, Vegito would hold out his palm straight towards
That's why he can still absorb.
With his energy absorption device on full show. This immediately alarming the second as he changes stance into one which is presumably defensive. As he yells back, so, your response is just to blast me from all the way up there,
you don't know what's that.
Cowardly move, mortal. But fine. Sword or not, I will still find a way to expose your weakness. You are nothing to me! But as Madara rants on his assumptions, meanwhile, the shape of the giant energy apparition in the distance begins to distort. Until beginning to suddenly fade away from the legs and arms first, and then finally, near completely as it disappears into a swirl that seems to be centered all around Vegito. And of course, once we zoom in closer, we
Vegito absorb. Vegito used the absorption device to absorb that Titan. So because he already absorbed the Titan, he can like use him or make him appear as he wishes to do.
See the reasoning become obvious, as through his energy absorption device, Ultra Vegito takes in all of the energy that Madara had released to create the Titan. And eventually, nothing is then left, as everything vanishes in a puff of...
He absorbs so he can just use the Titan whenever he wishes.
Delicious. With Vegito's own palm being red hot and smoking itself from just how quick and concentrated the energy absorption was. Before then placing back on his glove with the lowest of urgency.
Because he don't even care about Madara anymore. He really don't care about Madara because Madara is just too weak anymore. He don't even need that Titan
leaving Madara now open-mouthed, having seen this technique for the first time, as he comments, "This vile creature. So this is what you meant by tasting my energy. You can absorb it. Yet another thing you have stolen from me. Enjoy it while you can. But I warn you, that wasn't even a fraction of my true power. Fortunately, as Vegito with his folded arms descends to the ground with a muffled thud, he would just then say, "Oh, I know that. Would be a bit embarrassing if that was any real percentage of your energy, because I barely felt it. That might be because now your energy is meaningless to me. Or maybe it's because you haven't got that little toothpick of yours to attack me with. And if that's what you think, who am I not to believe you?" Tell me, Madara, are you a righty or a lefty? Before, without any hesitation, Vegito suddenly lifts his arm to grab onto his right horn and then...
Why? What, he want to break his horn?
A raucous scream straight out of the pits of hell. Vegito's entire face becomes covered in veins, as he seemingly begins yelling, as if putting all his energy and strength into one mystery action. Huh? Now what is this freak doing? Another transformation? Panicking Madara as he begins to step back from the sudden change in mannerism from Vegito. Come on! As soon, something very interesting begins to be seen as Vegito slowly pulls out his horn until...
Oh, it breaks his
Once
horn. Why?
fully
How?
pulled out, with a splatter of blood, what is inexplicably revealed is an entire katana.
What, a katana? Okay, I kinda expected it already because Madara is keep saying about oh katana, 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 katana. Vegito is giving Madara katana to make Madara showcases his full power and everything. But I never expected. I thought he will just use Whis' stuff to summon a katana or something because Vegito is a Saiyan. He wants to know what's the true power of Madara. If Madara said, if it's because I don't have a katana, so I give you a katana, give me your best shot. I want to feel it, I want to enjoy it. But I never expected that Vegito will make a katana out of his horn. What the freaking thing? I thought he will summon through his stuff or I don't know what, but he summoned a katana from his horn.
The horn, covered in black lightning, as a
So that horn is a katana?
Vegito just lets out.
This horn is a katana.
Well, that's going to hurt in the morning. What is he? Leaving Madara now even more
Vegito will give the katana to Madara to let Madara finish him with his true power and true ability with his katana.
Can do as he watches on wide-eyed, just muttering out incoherent sounds until.
Alright,
I believe this will be a suitable replacement for what you have. It's imbued with half of my energy. So consider it evening the playing field. And just like that, Madara quickly grabs onto the handle as if second nature, peering at it from the side of his eye with curiosity, taking in its obvious power.
Okay.
And now as silent as a baby given its dummy, Madara would then hold up the blade and stare down, assessing its quality before saying, fine craftsmanship. The materials seem high quality too. This is the work of a mortal. Before seemingly all his confidence returns. As he pulls back the sword and stares at the now one horn.
Yeah, this is the horn, so it is indeed a sword. So his horn is a sword. So if he pulls out another one, he will get another katana.
So, you say this blade contains half your power? Well, let us see if you're bluffing or not.
Okay.
Somehow, I don't think I should be trusting one as demonic as you. Let's see what this thing can do! As instantly, in a strange sword stance, the second then swipes his new blade with full power, striking nothing. But once we see things from Vegito's perspective, even with just a swipe in the air, a huge current of sharp wind rushes straight for an unmoving Vegito. And with Vegito's hair blowing in all directions, and rubble crackling on his body as the airstream gets closer and closer to him, Vegito would say,
reinvent your hiring with Test Gorilla.
Vegito is real, it's true to the core. It is not bluffing, that is indeed half of his power.
I told you so. Before vanishing just in time. And then reappearing as just the stream of air from that one swipe leads to a massive mountain behind being sliced clean in half. As Vegito then asks with a smirk, So, does it meet your requirements then? Will I finally be able to see this true power?
Yeah, right? It's his Saiyan instinct. He wants to get this true power of Madara. He's happy.
And Madara, now enthralled with his new weapon, would not even pay any mind to Vegito, as he would stare into the blade and with a smile say, oh yes, this will meet the job and then some. I do believe you've made a grave mistake here, Vegito. It seems once again, you let your overconfidence create your downfall.
Oh.
and now I'm ready to put you down for eternity.
Huh, you say you're a weakling blah blah blah, but now you're proud of a weapon given by the weak mortal, suppose you say, Mr. Second. You say he's a weak blah blah blah, but now you're happy because you say I'll put the entity, but with the weapon of who? I'm asking first, whose weapon that you're wearing, that you're taking, that you're using, Madara?
Forget what
whose
that
weapon?
priest wants. I can deal with him later. I'm erasing you from existence here and now.
Now, okay.
As immediately, with his body contorted into his signature sword stance, the maskless Madara displays a quietly confident smirk, knowing full well in his mind how this battle will... That's the spirit!
Okay, Vegito,
but as Madara's confidence grows, Vegito's enthusiasm does too. As with his arms folded once again,
wait, what? The Majin Buu can't regenerate this? I thought like he'll gain an infinite amount of katana because the Majin Buu can regenerate this, but no.
Looking down at the second, he would simply just say, "Come then, I haven't got all day."
Okay.
With not a moment in vain, Madara would then blast off at Vegito with fury in his eyes and his now demonic sword in hand.
Okay.
While Vegito himself would just begin angling his body forward with a cocky smirk, readying himself for battle, even with his arms still folded. But just as Madara slashes his blade, Vegito, even with half energy, dodges perfectly, still not letting go of his hands as he smirks and comments, "Oops, just missed me there, friend. Why don't you try again?
With that sword that you're so
proud
proud
rusty in the few minutes you've been without a blade. Right, sword master? Shut up! Shut up!" Triggering Madara mid-attack, he soon begins to doubt himself, thinking, what happened there? The strike was pin perfect.
Perfect, I already used my power, blah blah blah.
Movement, speed, it couldn't get any better. Was that just a fluke? It has to be.
It has to be what, Madara? It's just to be. You're out of your reach.
And losing himself from
you're
within,
too weak now.
Madara would swing aimlessly and with acute ferocity in every direction, while Vegito, still with his arms folded, would dodge everything like playing
it's kind of boring now
child.
to see Vegito is just winning again. It's just so obvious now.
You may have actually put an end to me if you hadn't shown me that nightmare.
Yeah, what a horrific thing to do. Yeah, if Madara just put that Eye of Izuna thing and not putting the nightmare, just putting happy-go-lucky family thing, Vegito will just stuck there forever and that's done. No God Killer anymore. But because he showed the nightmare, blah blah blah, to power up to make Vegito angry and now to make this full power Vegito.
What a horrific thing to do. And you think you gods are righteous? Force me to see my loved ones die over and over, while I could do nothing but stand and watch. That wasn't nice, Madara. That wasn't nice at all!
Oh, he is mad. He's now crushing Madara.
That wasn't nice at all!
Boom, bye-bye.
Before, with a slight hint of anger in his tone, Vegito would launch his legs straight through Madara's torso once again, leaving the second to spit out blood and almost pop his eyeballs straight out of his head.
He's just gone bye-bye.
Reinvent your hiring with Test Gorilla. We offer you seriously smart screening.
But this time, Madara isn't sent for a crash landing, but instead skids back on the soles of his feet, grabbing onto his chest in pain, before in an exhausted state, letting out, This can't be happening to me. This is like fighting a real
real S-tier demon.
Something isn't adding up here. But as Vegito watches on with an air of patronization, he would cockily comment.
Man, when looking at things like this, it's just so funny. Previously, we know at the first start, oh, this Ultra Vegito form, Ultra form. Now after he gained the mode of the mode with the android arms, the mode with the demon, the mode with this and that. Now even the Ultra form is now meaningless. I mean, like, we never been shown by ARJ anymore, like Vegito using Ultra power, like directly Super Saiyan and suddenly become like this his final form, directly final form, and now with this form in hand, I don't think we'll get to see even the final form anymore. The third comes out, Vegito will just directly use this mode instead of using the Ultra form, using his final form or anything.
Oh my dear Madara. When will you let go of this ego that you have from being a so-called god?
Oh God.
And just accept this absolute gulf between our power levels. Our difference in strength was never anything to do with your weapon.
It's
but
just
everything to do with your pathetic existence.
Bye bye, Madara.
Those who talk down to the gods will meet their fate one day. And if I can't be the one to do it with my abilities, then I shall destroy you along with this planet! Immediately then launching his blade downwards, straight into the planet's surface, knowing with the blade's power, the whole planet would blow instantly. But just as the blade reaches mere centimeters away from impact,
Vegito will stop him. Vegito stops it.
Standing there unbelievably, as if having teleported, the God Killer uses his own foot as a shield against the planet, not grimacing in the slightest, despite the confirmed sharpness and power of the blade. And as Vegito looks into the fear-stricken face of Madara, looking down on him, he unfolds his arms and says with a concerted smile, "Tut tut, what a brainless resort from you. But I guess it's to be expected of such reckless gods, so desperate to not be one-upped by the mortals they spit on. Unfortunately for you, one of you silly deities already tried to pull that dirty trick on me once, and I won't be..."
Yeah, for that he wants to destroy the planet and let Vegito suffer from that. Yeah, the deities is Sidra from the outside of the earth, or the one to crush Vegito with Bergamo and everyone in Universe 10, if I'm not mistaken, in there. And with Vegito shocked to be directly there's a Hakai, so he already knows it.
Don't you dare compare me to those low-life destroyers! The now crazed Madara fruitlessly try once again to slaughter Vegito, not remembering seconds ago how impossible the task will be.
Yup.
Reinvent your hiring with Test Gorilla.
Bye-bye.
We offer you seriously smart screening.
Playback.
Remembering seconds ago how
bye-bye, Madara. Bye-bye.
Enough,
I'm just so happy. No, just absorb
Madara can embarrass himself any further, Ultra Vegito sheds a tear of mercy and punches him in the solar plexus immediately, knocking the wind straight from within him. And left coughing in pain and agony now on his knees, he can only mutter
even the
word.
Teacher of Gods can do anything against this Vegito now. How? You're so weak,
moves closer, and Madara tries to use his katana to keep himself upright, Madara would then finally let out, "Wait! Before you take my energy,
before you take my energy, mortal." Madara already know.
Just as you did my students. Allow me one request. I have one last gift for you before I go. A gift I wanted to give Guts. But you as the one who bested both he and I, is more deserving of it.
Think of it. What gift?
And Vegito, looking down proudly like a god himself, would then respond,
He already know.
"Of course. Unlike you gods, I know the meaning
of mercy.
Say your final words and feel free to give
me this gift.
I'm sure I shall treasure it always. And just as Vegito says this, Madara takes his chance and immediately grabs onto the arms of the unmoving Vegito. And for a second, there is an air of curiosity as Vegito remains still, just watching as Madara tries his best. But as the second looks up and continues, sorry for the abrupt grab. I just need to look you in the eyes as I give you
this.
To which a cold and unbothered Vegito will just respond, go on then.
Okay.
I'm waiting.
Okay, what gift will Madara? Demon flames?
As suddenly, as Madara shouts out this call, his eyes change once again and leak blood.
Demon
as Vegito is instantly caught on fire with what seems an intense black fire.
Okay.
Soon engulfing his entire face in nanoseconds before.
Wow, okay, this is the gift Madara's giving, a flame. Wow, it burns Vegito, man. This Vegito is burned.
Is burned away instantaneously.
Okay.
Left with nothing but a singed skull, still burning in what seems like unending flames.
Wow. He's happy.
I knew it! I knew I could do it! Call yourself a demon, and you will burn like one. These flames will burn for as long as I live. Sealed straight from the demon realm. You grew cocky, God Killer, and that is why. But soon, the immense pure serotonin.
Bye. Your flame didn't work, Madara. Facing Ultra Vegito, your flame is just like a candle in the happy birthday, like whoo, and then like bye-bye.
Cut short as a horrific sight then stares him back in the face.
Yeah, right, it's nothing for Vegito.
I thought you were going to give me a gift,
friend.
Hurry up. I feel like it's getting a little hot.
Hot in here. It doesn't even do something. Monster.
Leaving Madara with nothing to say but whimpers and cowering breaths.
Bye-bye,
Looking at what
Madara.
can only be described as his worst nightmare.
It's just all over now.
Vegito
will
then just
directly
grab
absorb.
onto the skull of Madara, bleeding and crying from his eyes with both hands and say lovingly, oh, you poor little thing. You look like you've seen a ghost. How about I just put you to sleep now?
So he'll just absorb.
Wow. And just like that, within seconds, Madara would fall to his knees. And then, eventually face first onto the ground, now deceased, with all his energy given to God.
He already been absorbed by Vegito,
and with that done, from the still burning skull of Vegito, pink goo would begin to form around his chin.
You thought that flame will do anything? It's just a pink goo. It's the Majin Buu. Will revive Vegito
As he
again.
slowly then begins laughing, the goo would then formulate around his skull. Until soon forming the perfect shape of his face, and then...
Oh, he's back. The monster demon is unstoppable. Even the second is now just done. Guts, the first done. Second, Madara done. What's another 3 character that will happen? And face Vegito. I'm wondering now, what's the Grand Priest's reaction will be? He'll be so crazy mad.
Now truly immortal with the power. But
reinvent your hiring.
You're right.
Tescarilla.
Someone see that. I think it's the Grand Priest or the third, maybe.
As this scene takes place, curiously, it begins being watched
Zeno.
on a familiar screen. And then when we see the petite Zeno smiling as he watches, he would then
Zeno is just smiling, man.
Wow! So Son Goku has got...
Wow, see, like, man, if Zeno is mad, like, when we saw Zamasu happen in the Goku Black, like, Zeno is like, this is a bad Earth or something, I forgot, and then suddenly, pew, he just destroyed. But even after Son Goku or, yeah, Vegito destroyed even the second of the 5, Zeno is still laughing, so he's like, he's accepted. It's like, it's okay. The ones mad is only the Grand Prix, but not Zeno, so Zeno is just thinking this like a game
even
or something.
Stronger. Amazing. And now he looks even more cool.
More cool. You're right, the Grand Prix is mad. You're right, I mean, like, yes, right. Zeno is just like happy. I think that's his plan. He wants to make Goku, he wants to make Vegito stronger, but only the Grand Prix is mad, but not Zeno.
But as
I think the Grand Prix is the final monster, not Zeno. I think Zeno will sort things out at the end. Like, Vegito, you accomplished what I want. I just want entertainment. This is your friend. I'm returning you back to where it started. Blah 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 or something. I think it's just that. Zeno, right, man, in the Tournament of Power, he said he just want to measure the power level. He want to erase the gods to make them train and everything. And the way is to destroy. The way is to say, oh, I will kill blah blah blah. I think this is the same principle. He wants to make Vegito the next Grand Prix, I think, because he knows the Grand Prix is evil. All the god system is just absolutely terrible, and he just wants to destroy all that. But how? He makes it like, oh, Beerus, you die, blah 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 blah. But then it's Vegito, and then Vegito is the one who will replace the Grand Prix, and he'll play with Zeno at the end, and he'll revive his friends, and the Grand Prix and all the god system will be erased. I think it can be like that, but I don't know. Because see this from this reaction, it's been pinpointed several times by ARJ. Like, the only one who's mad of this is the Grand Prix and not Zeno. Zeno is truly enjoying this. I think this is the main reason he summoned Ultra Vegito. He makes this story even begun, just to destroy all this hierarchy gods with absolute strength, that overusing their authority against the mortals, and he wants to destroy all that and but he needs someone to do it, so he uses Vegito, and he makes this he changed Goku, he changed Vegeta and everything, and make them suffer and make him grow stronger. If not, the Zen will get Grand Prix Daishinkan, bring me to Vegeta, I'll erase, like Zamasu, right? But after he sees what Vegito did, he's just so happy, he's just so happy-go-lucky. But if he's enjoying Zamasu, why don't he like, okay, wow, Zamasu can destroy all the gods, blah blah blah, can destroy all the earth and blah blah blah, like why? Why Zamasu he automatically act well? Meanwhile, the same scenario will even more gods, even all the mortals, even the universe are destroyed by Ultra Vegeta. He's still laughing. That's not making sense for me. That's not make sense. That isn't making any sense at all. Except one thing, if Zeno is meant for Goku and Vegeta to take this step to eradicate all the gods, including the Grand Prix, and then he'll explain what's the true meaning of this thing, what's the true meaning of this tournament life battle of death for Vegito against all the gods, what's the purpose and everything. I think that will be the conclusion of this whole thing.
Who says this? A visibly annoyed Grand Priest would carefully slam his palms onto the table, looking with his side eye, careful to not show his anger to the Omni King.
Yeah,
and says,
he don't want to show to the Zeno.
Yes.
Yes.
So very cool.
Very cool. You're right. The ones irritated is
seems Madara made one
too
many mistakes, but I guess that is to be expected by one of the two weakest in the five.
Okay.
The rest will not fail.
Oh, so we will summon the third, the fourth, and fifth.
That. But Zeno, with a strange look on his face, would have other plans and reply, I'm not sure I want to.
Oh, you're right. Zeno, hear what you say,
I think Goku
will just win again. You're right.
Will just
the
win
Zeno.
Again. I want to see something different.
Something different.
I think I should say.
I think I shall send one of the guards to fight him.
One of the guards to fight him.
Oh my god! It's not the third, fourth, fifth, but it's the guard. Whatever you say is now heard by Zeno.
On reaction to one of the most
oh my god!
unexpected
So we will get a Goku versus the god, Vegito versus the god.
Omni King's guards and the Grand Priest step back in pure disbelief over what they had just heard, and now leave us wondering what on earth will happen to Ultra Vegito now. But that was it.
Ultra Vegito will fight against one of Zeno's guards.
Leave me a hashtag Zeno in the comments.
Oh no, and Vegito is now like being destroyed.
Down below.
Well, even with all the power Vegito still loses.
Zeno's guards will fare with Ultra Vegito's new form. Or you can just find out what happens right now on my Patreon, where you can see the full next video, fully voice acted, soundtracks and edited for you to enjoy with over 4,300 plus other fans, as well as getting access to 250 plus other fan mangas too. It's the deal of the century. And once again,
boom. Wow, Vegito. Hard to believe how far he's come, but even harder to believe we've gone already 8 months into the series and it feels like yesterday. Is it just me, or art style improved greatly since he started Ultra Vegito series? The drawing, the creativity, sound effects, and rating tension you could always feel when watching this chapter. I don't care how many times I have to say this. This is hands down the most perfect fan manga in existence right now. Who cares about original Dragon Ball Super? This is much more entertaining. One of these days I'll find the budget to join the Patreon. Thanks for the hard work and dedication, Arch. Much appreciated. Wow. Completely and utterly breaks Madara's horrifyingly full. I call it I knew we'd see him at terror, so. To see Madara go cocky and dismissive of Vegito to kneeling before him and looking at them in fear. Oh. I feel like the guard will win and leave alive by the order of Zeno. Yeah, I think so. Vegito will realize that his power, although he's stronger in comparison to the 5 of the 5 strongest, is still so weak in comparison to the to Zeno's guards. Only thinking how lucky is that a Grand Priest or Zeno hasn't come down to delete him. Either that or just maybe we'll see the return of Jiren or Hit. We haven't seen them for a while, so maybe if it's not too much for Vegito, he will ask his help of his friends. I'm really invested into this and truly appreciate it. Oh, okay. Yeah, this is what I said. This is what I said. I'm starting to wonder if Ultra Vegito's entire quest is all a part of Zeno's grand design for him. The Grand Priest was the one trying to end him when he sent first of the 5 strongest to kill him. Zeno checked the Grand Priest about going behind his back with that stunt. You heard? That is what I said, guys. And wow, Vegito, all call me Arch. Just not call me Arch. It's like, wow, I don't know what to call you. You're a call me goat. Call me God. Man, like, you're just a goat, a god. I don't know. This is like a masterpiece, man. I mean, like, all the time we've spent Ultra Vegito is just wow. It's just mind blowing. I never ever expected that I'll see things like this, man. It's just wow, Arch. It's just wow. You're absolutely amazing, guys. Okay, guys, besides that, as I said in the beginning of this video, I would maybe start a Dragon Ball reaction to rewatch, especially on the DBZ and DBS. And if you're agreeing with me, please comment down below as well to for me to re-react and not to re-react, to re-watch alongside with you, accompanying this Ultra Vegito every week. If you agree, just comment down below, guys. So thank you so much until we meet again in the next week's amazing Ultra Vegito versus the Guards of Zeno. Bye.